FEFDY.
Time.
Clock. Grandpa Michael led Fern, Ibad, Dhanush and Kelsey across the Lombardy plains of Italy, where timeless landscapes ignited their curiosity about time. As they traveled, Grandpa taught them about the parts of a clock, how to read time, the days of the week, and the months of the year. He also showed them how to use a calendar to track days as they continued their journey through the plains.
What a beautiful day in the Lombardy plains of Italy. The air is so crisp, and the aroma of freshly brewed coffee fills the air.
Good morning, Grandpa Michael.
I couldn't agree more.
The weather here is amazing, but I wonder what makes a day. Can you explain using this clock?
A day consists of 24 hours, Dhanush. Look, this clock says is that is 7 o'clock in the morning. That is how we know the time. For example, Dhanush begins his journey at school. After 15 minutes, he gets to a coffee shop. Then, 30 minutes after he starts, he goes to a petrol station. After 45 minutes from school, he visits a restaurant. Finally, 1 hour after leaving school, he arrives home. The total time from school to home is 1 hour. To understand how long we travel, we first need to know what time is. Time helps us measure how long things take, which allows us to plan and organize our activities better.
Oh, Grandpa, that makes me curious enough to learn about this clock. Can you explain how a clock can tell time?
The clock tells the time using its hands. This small hand is called as hour hand. This long hand is called minute hand, and this thin and long hand is called second hand. These hands point towards the numbers and marking around the clock.
Grandpa Michael, you said there are 24 hours in a day, right? I see only 12 numbers here.
We can divide the day into two parts. The hours of AM, also known as ante-meridian, which occurs morning until noon, and the hours of PM, also known as post-meridian, which occurs from noon until the day ends. A day consists of 24 hours, with 12 hours in the AM, from midnight to noon, and 12 hours in the PM, from noon to midnight.
I have also noticed two more things in the clock. What about these numbers and these points?
Dhanush, do you remember the number line until 12? Let's create a clock.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
This is the new clock I got. To learn time, let's start off with an easier version of this clock. The small hand is called the hour hand. Right now, the hour hand is pointing to the 4, so it must be 4 o'clock. This small hand tells us what the hour is. Now what hour is it?
I think it's 8 o'clock, Grandpa.
That's right, kid. It's 8 o'clock. Now, this clock has a big hand. The big hand is called minute hand. Do you know that what this hand does? The minute hand tells us how much time has passed after the hour. Now the time is 8 o'clock, since the minute hand is showing how many minutes have passed. The minute hand is moving 5 graduations away. So the time is 8:05. Each one of these increments are counted by 5s. There are 5 minutes between each of these big numbers, so when the minute hand is that the 5 minutes have passed. And at the 12th, the minutes start back over 0. So right now the number is 12:05. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, 50 minutes, 55 minutes, 0 minute.
So, 12 marking of number represent of the hour. And 60 points of these marking represents the minutes and seconds. Am I right, Grandpa?
Excellent, Danush. Now let's learn how to read the hour hands of the clock. Hour hand.
Good morning, gentlemen. What's the topic of discussion today? Can you tell me what is the time now?
Good morning, Kelsey. The time is 7 a.m. Myself and Grandpa are going to visit the cattle farm at 9 a.m.
You said you are going to visit the cattle farm. What time is it now? And at what time will you go to visit the cattle farm?
So now the time is 7 o'clock. 9 o'clock we are going to start. Now our hand showing in 8 o'clock, so passed in 1 hour. Now, our hand showing in 9 o'clock, it's so passed in 2 hours. So 7 to 9 between 2 hours. So 7 plus 2 equal to 9. So we are leaving in 2 hours.
Now I know about our hand. Can you tell us what the long hand does, Grandpa?
Kelsey, here is a watch for you. Let's learn about the minute hand as we journey through the Lombardy Plains to cities like Milan and Venice. Minute hand. The minute hand is the longest hand on the clock. Imagine that you are going on a train from Milan to Venice, leaving at 3 p.m. as each minute passes. The minute hand moves at 3:15 p.m. The minute hand is pointing to the 3. Then, at 3:30 p.m., it points to the 6. A little later, at 3:45 p.m., the minute hand points to the 9, and the train arrives in Venice. This show the trip from Milan to Venice takes 45 minutes. In 1 hour, as the hour hand moves from one number to the next, the minute hand goes all the way around the clock, showing 1 to 60 minutes. Second hand.
Look over there. That rabbit hopping around the bushes. It is so quick.
You got it right. Kelsey, the rabbit hops from one bush to another in a few seconds.
I understood now. Grandpa. Just like the minute hand, when the second hand completes a full circle around the clock, it makes a minute.
Imagine a race between a hare, a boy, and a tortoise, much like the race between the second hand, minute hand, and hour hand on a clock. Right, let's make a new time box. The hare, swift, mirror the second hand as it races ahead. The boy, though slower than the hare, still moves at a steady pace, much like the minute hand. Lastly, the tortoise, moving at its own slow and steady speed, resembles the hour hand of the clock, progressing gradually but surely.
Now I can understand. 60 seconds is 1 minute. 60 minutes is 1 hour.